This is the third edition of our major book, I suppose, the Wildflowers of Southwest Australia. It's based on the western half of the Margaret River Shire and was part of a project that I did with the WA Herbarium, doing a regional herbarium for this area, the Margaret River area. It's into its third edition and very much a combined effort with my little bits of text and my friend Patricia, who's a wonderful artist doing the artwork. She has fun putting all the plants together for the end papers, and then through the book we basically go through the different families of plants that are found here, the different species, and talk a little bit about each one. The way we've set out the book is through the different families of plants, and we have the illustrations with a key and then the little descriptions of the plants. One thing I wanted to put in the descriptions was the names and the meanings of the names, which are often very interesting, and it actually helps you to remember names, I think, when you know what they mean. So we have a little section on that, and just very short descriptions. Here we've got the flags, so the yellow flag, Patagonias, and purple flags. This is a gorgeous little plant which grows in swamps, very difficult to see until you get your eye down at that level, but very pretty. Xeris, which are not so commonly known, but there's a lot of in the wetlands all around the south. And this is the morning iris, one of two in the area, which is on the in the southern part of the area. Here we've got some of the sundews or drosseras that live in the area. Not all found in wet areas, which you might expect, but some in just a very dry, sandy parts of the ridge. They are, of course, carnivorous plants, so on the leaves they have these little sticky tentacles all around, which trap insects, and they ingest those, and from the insects they get more nutritional minerals, because the soils of the area are generally in Western Australia are very, very poor, and we have about 150 or probably more now different sundews, different drosseras, which is a tremendous amount. They've diverged over time, and each has its own little niche and life form. Some are climbers, some are just very tiny rosettes on the ground, but they all eat insects, which is fascinating. Down here there's a little utricularia, a little bladderwort, which also traps insects by having tiny bladders attached to its roots, and there's a little trapdoor which little swimming, tiny, minute insects get trapped in there, and then it eats the insects, dissolves them in the fluid and absorbs their nutrients. Some of the pea flowers on this page, and we've got about 10 pages of pea flowers. They're one of the biggest families in Western Australia, but some are very common throughout the southwest. Some are found in particular areas, and this little one, Bossia disticha, is only found on the Capes area in the forested southern part of the region, and it is found mainly in the Boranup forest, but there are other outliers a little bit further north. But it's very, very common in the forest as an understory bush, but it's only found in this tiny area, mainly south of Margaret River and west of Caves Road, which makes it very interesting. And we have quite a few endemic plants. Quite a few of the orchids are only found in very specific locations just in this part of the world, which makes the whole area fascinating.